source of energy for tropical cyclones are the warm oceans in the tropical region. To initiate a tropical cyclone, the sea surface temperature generally needs above 26.5 degrees Celsius. A source of warmth most are derived from the tropical oceans with the surface temperature normally region for the excess of 27 degrees Celsius, with near the ocean surface blowing from the different direction covering and causing air to rise and the storm clouds. Winds do not vary greatly with height or are low with shear. This allows the storm clouds to rise vertically to high levels, sufficient distance from the equator to provide spin or twist. Of course, when there's a cause, there's an effect.
There are some solutions to prevent these natural hazards. First, go check with your local council or your home building control authority to see if your home has been built to cyclone standards. Next, trim treetops and branches well clear of your home. Third, check that the walls, roofs, and eaves of your home are secured. Preferably, fit shutters or at least metal screens to all glass areas. Next, clear your property of loose materials that could blow about and cause injury or damage during extreme winds. In case of storm, surge or tidal warning or other flooding, know your safest high grounds and the safest access to route it. Lastly, prepare an emergency kit containing water containers, a portable battery radio, torch, and spare batteries, dried or canned foods, fuel lamps, matches, eating utensils, and first aid kits. Now, are you ready for it?
Do you all know what monsoons are? Monsoon is a seasonal prevailing wind in the region to South and Southeast Asia. There is summer southwest monsoon. It is characterized by strong, generally west or southwest breeze that is responsible for bringing significant rainfall to the Asian subcontinent and to South and East Asia. And there is also winter northeast monsoon. Weather features a generally less strong east or northeast breeze that is cool and dry, compared to the summer monsoon weather, with prolonged period of successive cloudless days. These monsoons happen for a reason, of course.
Okay, let me introduce you the happenings before a monsoon forms. A monsoon is caused when a low pressure or build-up over a hot landmass reacts with a high pressure zone over a whole ocean sending pressure zone. Once over the landmass, the ocean air rises and form rain clouds. Dense cloud formation and heavy rains are especially likely to occur if there are higher elevations like with inland mountains. There are also effects why this phenomena happen.
My explanation shows the effects of monsoon. The industry relies on the summer monsoon for its rain, hydroelectric power, and businesses making food. First, the economy suffers if the summer monsoon is delayed or is weak. People can grow their own food, so the government has to import it, and the electricity has become more expensive. To prevent these happenings, let us take note of some precautionary.
There are some safety warnings that should be given to all in case of an emergency. Before this phenomena, watching current weather forecasts on TV or in the internet. Second, listening to weather reports. Third, subscribing to lightning and severe weather notification services. Fourth, scanning the skies 360 degrees around and overhead. During this phenomena, you should disconnect all electrical appliances, listen to your battery radios for updates, stay inside and shelter in the strongest part of the building. If the building starts to break up, protect yourself with mattresses, rugs, or blankets under a strong table or bench, or hold onto a solid fixture. Beware of the calm eye. If the wind drops, don't assume the cyclone is over. Violent winds will soon resume from another direction. Wait for the official clear signal. If driving, you should stop, but stay away from trees, seas, power lines, and streams. Stay in the vehicle. After these, don't go outside until officially advised it is safe. Heed all warnings and don't go sightseeing. Check or help neighbors instead. But then, there are also different natural hazards available from monsoons and tropical cyclones.
Fourth is the groundwater flooding. Groundwater flooding can occur when water levels underneath the ground rise above normal levels approaching the surface. And last, sewer flooding. Sewer flooding may result from a failure of the sewerage. Of course, there will be causes why it floods.
Of course, there are also effects of this. The effects of floods may loss human life, damage properties, damage crops, loss of livestock, deterioration of health, conditions owing to waterborne diseases, as communication links and infrastructure such as power plants, roads and bridges are damaged. Economic activities may come to standstill, people are forced to leave their homes, and normal life is disrupted.
There are some precautionary measures before the flooding starts. Avoid building in a floodplain unless you elevate and reinforce your home. Elevate the furnace, water heater, and electric panel if susceptible to flooding. Include check valves in sewer traps to prevent floods. Construct barriers to stop floodwaters such as leaves, beams, and floodwalls. Seal walls and basements with waterproofing compounds to avoid seepage. There are some flood terms that you should familiarize yourself with these terms to help identify a flood hazard. Flood watch. It means flooding is possible. Flash flood watch. It means flash flooding is possible, but be prepared to move higher ground. Flood warning. It means that flooding is still occurring or will occur soon. If advised to evacuate, do so immediately. Flash flood warning means that a flash flood is occurring, but you must seek higher ground on foot immediately. During the flash flood, listen to the radio, be aware of upcoming flooding, be aware of streams, drainages, and secure your home. Turn off different utilities. After the flood, listen for news reports to learn if the community's water is safe to drink. Stay away from drowned power lines. Stay out of any building if it is surrounded by flood waters. Service damaged septic tanks, cesspools, pits, and leaching systems as soon as possible. Aside from that, there is one natural hazard left.
Tornadoes form in unusually violent thunderstorms when there is sufficient, unstable, and wind shear present in the lower atmosphere.
The third one is the dust devil tornado. They are similar to the normal tornadoes of vertically rotating column of air, but they occur under clean skies and are very weak. They form when a strong hot updraft is formed near the ground and occurs when the sun hits dry land. Fourth one, and lastly, is the Gasnado tornado. This type of tornado has a gust like vertical updraft of air. They are not connected with a cloud base and form when cold, dry updraft of air mixes with the moist, cool air which is stationarily resulting in a rolling effect. But then again, as usual, there are some causes why tornadoes form.